The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Sicilian Corner, winner of the Italian Heritage Media Award, with your hosts, Tom Zappola and Mike Lamazzo.
Mikey, yeah. I seriously, I am not kidding. Why are you laughing? Why are you,
Because I know you're up to no good.
No, this is a very, very traumatic. I can't tell you. Last night when I got the news about the red sled, we were in a restaurant, Ellen and I, and we actually had a moment of silence in the restaurant.
Thought you had a drink on me.
Absolutely.
There you go.
By the way, I'll send you the check. So wait a second now. The red sled, the phenomenal 22-year-old red
my buddy
Cadillac. Was it an Eldorado or a Seville?
Eldorado,
who you painstakingly kept in impeccable condition. In reality, Mike, which really was falling apart. It looked good on the outside, but inside it was a 98-year-old man, pretty much. Correct?
Pretty much. I was very disappointed, but you know something? I have something for 22 years, and I enjoyed it right to the end, Tom. When that car drove off, I was standing there with Danny Shattuck and another neighbor,
like on the street.
Yeah,
waving goodbye.
I saluted.
Did you get teary-eyed? And by the way, you listen. This is the Sicilian Corner. I'm Tom Zappola, my co-host and pal, Mikey Lamazzo, and we are reminiscing briefly about the demise of his car that he had for 22 years. And you have to understand, folks, Mike Lamazzo's cars, he takes care of his cars like you would not believe. But anyways, Mike, did you tear up? That's my question.
You're making jest of this, but
See, you always think that I'm angling for something. It's an honest
99% of the time you are. You know it. I know it. The people know it. So don't try and BS me, and don't try and BS anybody else. But that car, I had such good memories with it, T. I mean, it was a lot of fun.
Did you ever play? Let's cut to the chase. Did you?
No, not in that car.
Did you ever play bumper cars in the car?
I don't think anybody ever sat in that car in the back. It wasn't.
Really?
It wasn't allowed.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. Anyway, it was a great car. I thought it was a little loud, red Eldorado, but that's my opinion.
Lucille used to call it my Pimpmobile.
Yeah, it was. That's exactly what it was, a Pimpmobile. But anyway, you're going to move on.
That's not right, right?
What's it going to be next? What are you going to go? Mercedes? What's it going to be next? Caddy, Mercedes, BMW? What's it going to be?
I'm looking. I got 4 cars that I'm looking at.
Let's hear them.
Caddy CT5 sedan.
Nice car.
All-wheel drive.
Nice sedan.
Looking at the Lexus 500, LS 500.
So you can't go with the 350. You got to have the 500. Go ahead. Continue.
I don't like the 350.
Continue.
I'm a big guy, Tommy. I want to be comfortable.
What else you got?
The Genesis 80. Beautiful car. It's a Hyundai. Genesis 80. It's a brand separate from Hyundai.
Hold on. Is that a Chinese car or a Japanese car?
Korean. What is it?
Korean. Is it a Japanese car?
No, it's a Korean.
North Korea or South Korea?
It would probably be South Korea.
All right. I accepted that. Go ahead. And what was the last car?
The BMW Series 5, the XI, all-wheel drive.
The black one.
Yeah.
That's the car.
The only thing I don't like about it,
the bucket seat. It's got bucket seats.
The seats, they wrap around you, T. You feel like
exactly. You look like you're in a spaceship. I saw them last night.
Taking off. But most of the cars that they're shipping in got black interior, and I do not want black.
This one last night had white interior.
Well, that's what I want. See, that's a step up. That's a grade up. It's calf leather. It's calf leather, and it's really smooth. It's like a baby's butt, but you can't. It's hard to find them, so I might have to if I go in that direction.
I know a guy. I got a guy.
You know a guy, John Savastano, too.
I got a guy.
John Savastano.
Hi to Scotty Cochran, Andy Parisi, Steve Lane, attorney.
Tommy, you know who's asking for you? Nancy Greco. And by the way, David, she'd like to communicate with you.
Wait a second. Nancy Greco does not like me.
That's why she wants to talk to you.
All right. If she wants to talk to me, Nancy, if you're listening, you can text me, but
you know what?
Like me.
Maybe
she always zinged me.
No, she doesn't. No,
not in a funny way, but in a real butter way.
She speaks highly of you.
David,
maybe you can answer this question on the air. On Facebook, when she tries to write to us, she cannot send a message. Why?
I don't know.
And you're not a friend. And you're not a friend of hers. So
I
she
just
wanted,
friended her.
Huh?
I just friended her.
You
okay.
just friended her?
Can I make a
Nancy? You're all set.
Can I make a confession?
Yes, sure.
I blocked her.
I'm sorry?
I said I blocked her about 2 months ago.
Because she doesn't like you?
Exactly.
Oh, you got big stones, baby. Big stones.
I'm being honest with you. I mean, it got to the point where, we joke around, but she was very mean. So I blocked her.
Oh, so
Nancy,
that explains, that explains the problem.
I'm going to say this publicly, Nancy. Trust me, nobody makes more fun of myself than me. But if you get vicious, I'm going to block you again.
She's Tommy, she's not vicious at all. She's a very, very nice woman.
I know she is. Listen,
I could not give her an answer. And now, I didn't know you blocked her. Okay.
Oh, of course I blocked her. She went off the rails a little bit, so I blocked her.
That's mean. That's mean.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
We block people on GACs all the time.
Yeah, but this isn't that. This is an old home comfort zone show. Right, Chrissy?
Yeah, like Bernie and Phil's. I feel like you just gave
you're taking a furniture store?
Well, you were like home comfort. I'm like, I'm waiting for that. What's their ad? The excellence in price.
Phil.
That's nice. I was like, what are
let's
we doing?
move on.
Ad?
Mikey, first of all, Super Bowl pick. Who do you got?
I would, to be honest with you.
Hi, Paula Chatty.
I'll probably go with the Rams. I think the stars are aligned for Cincinnati. I really do. But I like the fact that the Rams are playing in their own stadium. I like that. You know what really bugs the living bejeebers out of me?
What?
The 4.5 spread. You need a touchdown to win. See, that drives me crazy. That drives me. If it was a field goal, I could live with that. That extra 1.5 points drives me crazy.
Chrissy, who do you like?
If I was going to play the game, let me just finish, Steve. If I was going to play the game at all, I'd probably take the over. The over is 48.5. And that way you don't have the emotion. You got a little skin in the game, but I think the odds of this game totaling up more than 48.5 points. 49 points divided in half. Are they only going to score 24 points each?
Good point. Chrissy, who do you like?
Who's playing?
The Celtics. The Celtics are playing Houston.
So who do you like, the Rams or the Bengals?
Where's the Rams from?
L.A.
Dubuque, Iowa. Dubuque.
It's L.A. and Cincinnati are the cities.
And they're playing.
I go Cincinnati because
Okay.
I like the name.
Okay, now, without the help of David and Mike, who is your favorite player on Cincinnati?
I like that guy named Mike.
Mike? Very good.
He's a hell of a guy.
He's good.
David, who do you
He
like?
does the thing with the ball. It's impressive.
I'm taking the Rams.
You're taking the Rams?
My heart is with Cincy, but I think the Rams will win.
I think the Rams are a better ball club.
They are.
You're so wrong. When I'm right next week, I'm going to revel in it.
Wow.
So, Chrissy,
I don't know what you
wait
had
for
for
it.
breakfast. I
big
have no
bowl of
idea.
sass.
But you're wild today, girl. You're
Chrissy,
crazy.
will you watch 1 minute of the game?
So I need to be yes, because I'm actually going to my local place here because they're doing a big thing and I support my local bar.
Good for you. Good for
and
you.
I want to just be a part. I just want to experience this whole Super Bowl phenomenon in person. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to stay the whole time.
Sadie's having a Super Bowl party?
Yes, Sadie's is having a Super
Now,
Bowl
what's
party.
the big event in Australia for sports? Is it the Aussie Cup? Is that what they call it?
So for our football, which is not soccer and it's not rugby and it's a whole thing for another show, is called the Grand Final. So the
I
AFL
thought
Grand
it was rugby.
Final.
It's not. So it's like in
No.
between rugby and football. I didn't know that. I thought it was rugby.
I didn't
If
either.
you like soccer and basketball, if you think of the rules and stuff, kind of had a love child. So it's kicking and everything, but you're not allowed to travel with the ball without
Really? Very cool.
handballing and kick. Yeah, look at it. We'll talk about it one day.
didn't know.
It's really exciting, and they don't wear padding because we're not afraid where I come from. Shots fired on your whole country. I
David,
had a lot of
you
sass
catching
this
the
morning,
action
didn't I?
She's in a zone.
She's wild today.
Yeah, Cincinnati's winning by
you
like
go.
a lot.
How many?
Like
A touch. Okay. Do you know what the difference is between a touchdown and a field goal?
One's got more points. The touchdown has more
Boom.
points.
There we go. Very nice.
Hey-o.
Very, very nice.
No, but how many? How many is?
7 and
Well,
a
it's-
touchdown.
And
a
how many in
touchdown with the point after is 4 more points than a field goal.
I
But
don't
we
do
won't
math.
get
You just did that backwards. How many points in a field goal?
3.
3. Such big numbers. Where I come from, a goal is 3, and a behind, which is your field goal, is 1. 1 and 3.
And you have big
Guys got to sensationalize
When
everything.
people go to see a game like that means
Yeah.
something in Australia, how many people would be in that stadium?
No idea. Huge, though.
Approximately.
Huge.
I mean, the stadiums are massive.
Yeah, our stadiums are huge. So, yeah,
Probably close to 100,000 people, I would think.
Probably. My dad used
It's
to drag
amazing
me to
to
like every
see.
other game.
It really
good.
is.
So let's see. Mike Barriali says Rams by 10. Licciardi doesn't say anything. Shout out to Maria Bertolacini. I love that name.
Me too.
Andy Parisi is watching. Hi, everyone.
I wonder who Andy likes.
I don't know. Isn't he your nephew or something?
No, he's related to Barbara.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
He's the biggest
I think
fan
it's
of
gonna be a good game.
Savastano's restaurant.
I've got to ask you guys a question. I was listening to a radio show today that we do a little work for, Ellen and I, and they were having a discussion about the perfect, and I kind of started thinking about the perfect Super Bowl food. Now, without a buffet, Mikey, what is the standard good Buffalo Super Bowl food in your opinion? If you're having 3 or 4 couples over.
I like to make a big platter of sweet and sour chicken wings. That I like.
Okay, and chicken wings is the standard. I would believe.
You know
But what
something?
are-
You know
what are-
go
go ahead.
Buffalo wings, right? That's the number.
Me?
That's the
Well,
number one.
Buffalo wings is number one, but you know what's really catching up? Are chicken tenders.
Yeah, they
A
are.
lot of people like chicken tenders because
There's no bone.
they're not as messy. Number one, you can dip them, and number two, there's not a lot of waste with the bone.
Well, once you learn how to twist correctly and pull the wing apart, the buffalo wings are really delicious. What kind of do you like to dip it in? Ranch or
Well,
blue cheese?
understand
I mean,
something.
what do you like, David?
I don't eat a lot of wings, the boned, any longer.
Okay.
So I would do the boneless.
How about you,
Absolutely, and
Tom?
I would dip it in a spicy sauce.
Yeah, a lot of people like that. Mike, you know what we do? We've been down here for a long time now during Super Bowl. We don't get traditional Super Bowl wings, and everybody buys them down here. We go to Anthony's Cold Fired Pizza, and these are oven roasted wings that are tossed in olive oil, lemon juice.
Oh yeah,
and it's got oregano on it.
it's seasoned,
And
highly
They're
seasoned.
delicious, and they're like charred, and then they put on top of it a big pile of roasted onions.
Wow.
It's really good. So
You know,
we'll get a couple of orders of those.
I'm glad you brought up food for the Super Bowl because everybody has their own taste. You mentioned chicken wings. I just want to say the Butcher Boy Market in North Andover, right on Route 125. They have teriyaki wings, Tom, that are
Love
dived.
those. Love them.
Everything is done in-house. And let me tell you, man, you want to have a nice little snack, and it's just delicious. And their deli counter, one of the best selections of Italian cold cuts around in the area, in the Merrimack
That's
Valley.
a big Super Bowl item too. Like
doing-
really good quality.
Supersada, Parma prosciutto.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
You know, something capicola, I mean, and then it's the cheeses that you put with it. I like the snack. That's why when I go out to
Picky
eat,
food.
you know
Picky food is good for the Super Bowl. Picky food.
You know what I like? I like a good charcuterie board. A charcuterie board?
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie board.
Wow.
Let me tell you something.
That too.
You could sit there for the next 3 hours.
David, we
go.
have it. Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
That's it.
Yes.
Charcuterie.
If you get a real good plate and you can make one at home, I mean, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, it's out of this world. Tommy, I think we need to probably take a break, my friend. But
yeah, we will. When we come back, I want to talk a little bit more about the food, and then I want to talk a little other. Oh, wait a second! No, we come back. We have Megan coming on.
There he
I thought
is.
she was coming in the third.
We're
segment.
panicking.
We've got a really
I couldn't
good
give you any
guest.
more signals than I did.
I'm sorry, man. We've got a really a nice guest coming on. Her name is Megan Walter. And Megan is part of an organization called Lasagna Love. And
What a concept. I never heard of this
it's
before.
a great concept. And this is kind of like, in the Merrimack Valley, we're going to talk to her, but this is something that we hope a few people get involved with. So we're going to bring Megan back, and when we get back, hang in there.
Looking for that something special? All of us here at the Sicilian Corner suggest trying Ristorante Uno, located at 119 Salem Street in Boston's historic North End. For the most exquisite dining experience in an intimate setting that serves authentic regional Italian cuisine and features old country service. Try Ristorante Uno. Did we mention their award-winning wine cellar? Ristorante Uno, 119 Salem Street in Boston's historic North End. Call 617-573-9406 for reservations. That's 617-573-9406. Tell them the boys from the Sicilian Corner sent you.
Today, Lawrence General Hospital has affiliations with leading Boston academic medical centers. Top specialists from Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center and Floating Hospital for Children at Tufts Medical Center work with our local doctors to bring world-class care close to home. Today, amazing partnerships are happening at Lawrence General Hospital. To learn more, visit lawrencegeneral.org/today.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine is pleased to announce the opening of their American College of Radiology accredited MRI unit at their location at 16 Pelham Road in Salem, New Hampshire. So now, in addition to receiving the best orthopedic care in the Merrimack Valley, as well as physical and occupational therapy at Optima Sports Therapy and Rehab, you can also have your MRI, all in one convenient location. The doctors and staff of Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine have been dedicated to providing outstanding medical care to the Merrimack Valley in southern New Hampshire since 1984. Located on Route 97, just off Exit 2 from Route 93 North, on the second floor of the Workout Club of Salem. You deserve the best care, and that's exactly what you'll get from the board-certified surgeons at Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine. Please call 603-898-2244 to schedule an appointment.
A loyal sponsor for the Sicilian Corner is Hilton Oil Company. Hilton Oil has been located right across from the South Lawrence Common since 1932 at 101 South Union Street. Hilton Oil Company specializes in 24-hour burner service, oil deliveries, including automatic deliveries serving all the Merrimack Valley area, plus portions of southern New Hampshire. If you want your car fixed right the first time, bring it to Hilton's state-of-the-art service station. Remember, Hilton's is also a Mass State inspection station. Hilton Oil Company, 101 South Union Street in Lawrence. Call 978-687-9793.
This is Cindy
and Mike Kunstler,
owners of Grazie Italian Restaurant in Dracut, Massachusetts,
the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
In addition to spectacular views overlooking our golf course, we have an incredible Italian chef, Benny Curti.
Benny was born and raised in Italy and came to be our executive chef in 2013.
Benny is so passionate about cooking. If you haven't experienced the food at Grazie Italian Restaurant, you're truly in for a treat.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club.
Okay, we are back. And, Mikey, a couple of months back, I was, on Facebook. I live in Merrimack Port, and I was on the Merrimack Facebook page. It's a great page. It kind of helps each other. And I saw this post about this organization that I really liked the concept, very, very impressed with it. So I thought I would contact this young lady so that we can chat with her. It's called Lasagna Love. And on with us right now is Megan Walter. Hi, Megan. How are you?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Good.
Wow.
Welcome, number one.
Nice shirt. Wow.
Very nice.
Nice
very
sweater.
nice.
Beautiful. Happy Valentine's
Lasagna Love
Day.
and Valentine's Day appropriate.
There you go.
Hey, Megan, right out of the gate, just what exactly is Lasagna Love? Can you kind of give us a little background? Because I know it's not just a local thing.
Sure. Very simply, our mission is to feed families, spread kindness, and strengthen communities through lasagna. We're an international organization now. It is across America, nationwide, as well as Canada and Australia. And what happens is our volunteer chefs prepare lasagnas each week, and they deliver them for free of charge to the doorstep of local families who've requested a meal. Families sign up.
Yeah. Who are these volunteer chefs?
So they're just community members.
Okay,
so
just
local communities, people that see a post just like Tom did, and they sign up and want to be part of the Lasagna Love organization and movement.
Okay, so Tommy and Ellen would bake lasagna, and you're going to give them an address to have it delivered to?
That's correct.
Wow.
So they connect with the recipient and determine the day and time of delivery.
You know something, with COVID, as bad as it was, and people staying home, and especially the elderly who can't get out, I mean, to get a dish of lasagna, I mean, it lifts your spirits, Tom. It lifts everything. It makes you feel like you're not a forgotten person. This is a great I never heard of
concept. Something, Mike, and again, it's people doing good things for other people. I got to ask the question, though, Megan, as far as the lasagna, is there a certain recipe that people have to stick to, or you can just, boom, make your own lasagna, your own recipe, and deliver it?
You can make your own. We do have our founder's recipe available for our chefs to utilize, Rhiannon's original recipe that she shares, but chefs are welcome to utilize their own recipe, and they can also offer additional options to recipients as well.
Because some people are gluten-free and everything else, so I mean,
correct.
You have to be careful what you're delivering.
So they actually can add any sort of dietary restrictions when they make the request, and then we partner them with a chef that's able to accommodate.
So in certain circumstances, a volunteer could deliver a dish other than lasagna?
Correct. So we always offer lasagna as an option, but chefs, if they would like to, they can offer additional options, some sort of casserole dish.
A chicken soup.
Some have done chili or a hot soup.
Yeah.
Mikey?
I love that. I love that. How many times can a person go to your organization and request a meal like that? You have a limit? Because, something like everything else that's really good And this is a fantastic program. I did some reading when Tommy called it to my attention. Shame on me, I never heard of it, but
I hadn't either.
In the Windham, New Hampshire area, we have 8 people that are in your program. And I was amazed at that number. I really was. I mean, so I think it's a wonderful, wonderful concept. But like I was saying, we have some churches that provide lunches and supper to people that really need some help. And there are people that need help, no question. There are also people that abuse it. And that really frosts my butt.
Very good point,
because
very good point,
you look at some of these people that come in to get a free meal, and yet they'll go out and get in a brand new caddy or something like that. It drives me freaking bananas. It really does.
Well, so Megan, do you get situations like that, number one? And number two, is there a limit as to how many times an individual or a family can request a dinner?
There is. So it's every 28 days. So each request at 28 days.
Okay.
And from an organizational standpoint, we don't see a need just in a financial standpoint. A need could be an emotional need. It could be physical. It could be stress related. It's not just food insecurity. So, for example, possibly a family coming home from a hospital with a new baby. They're tired, parents not getting a lot of sleep. They really could just use a hot meal. Somebody is having, we've firefighters, police, nurses, those frontline workers we've supported throughout this as well, and done where they can sign up and we deliver or take them to the station or to the hospital for those people. So it's not just financially based. We don't want to look at it in that regard.
Is
Lasagna
cool.
Love a 501c3?
Yes, actually just recently at the end of 2021.
Okay, so donations, is that how you survive? That's how you run your organization, through donations?
Yes, so volunteer chefs that sign up actually are contributing the financial means to purchase the groceries themselves and to cook. But there are also other ways to support the organization through donations, whether it's a business or an individual family that wants to donate. And you can also sponsor a specific chef if you'd like to do
Do you folks have a mission statement?
We do. It's just very simple. It's to feed families and spread kindness and strengthen our community.
Tommy, you have a question?
Well, yeah, actually I do, Megan. As far as using Merrimack, Amesbury, Newburyport as an example, how many volunteers do you have in those areas? Because, does it get to a point where a volunteer is making lasagna, 15 times or 20 times a month?
No, so we have various regional leaders throughout the country, but in Massachusetts, I'm one of many, but we each divide the towns that we support and the chefs. I have about 30 towns and I have just over 80 volunteers at this time. And I have about another, 80 or so that have paused for the moment for one reason or another. And chefs will sort of come and go as their schedule allows. They might be going on vacation, going away for a month, they're busy at work, they have their own family needs to attend to, so they might pause for a month and then come back.
So on an average day, over the course of a month, on an average day, how many meals do you distribute?
In my region alone, in those 30 plus towns, we have about 30 or so requests per week.
Well,
Tommy, I just wanted to say, in your area code where you are right now, 33408, I believe.
Yeah.
You have 8 volunteers in the West Palm Beach area. And
that's not many for this size of here.
Windham has 8 too. So,
that's what I'm saying. Here there's several 100,000 people.
Yeah, I know, but you're in a ritzy part of Florida, so people don't need as much help as say in Lawrence. You know what I mean, David?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, down there. You kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
You're pathetic. You really are.
No, I find this whole concept.
Tom, I can send you some flyers and you can go do some outreach for us.
I'll be more than happy to. But listen, how did you get involved,
Yeah,
Megan?
good question.
So similar to how you saw my post, I saw a post, kind of at the beginning of the pandemic from a regional director sharing information about the organization looking for volunteer chefs. So I myself started as a lasagna chef and kind of continued my involvement from there, started helping with outreach, and last October came on board as a regional leader.
Very cool. Very cool. Not for nothing, but my mother's and my grandmother's lasagna recipe is killer, an absolute killer.
Yeah, just to clarify, right? Just to
Mike,
people know.
With all due respect, I mean, this is like an authentic Sicilian lasagna recipe. Like,
I'm sure it's very, 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 very.
Actually,
very good.
It is very good.
So I want to know, Tommy. I'd like to know how people can request the meal.
Good question.
How they can request?
Yes, ma'am.
So actually, right through our website. So you can request, you can nominate, and you can volunteer all through the website.
And the website is, once again?
lasagnalove.org.
Listen,
okay.
I mean, for those of you that are watching, and because we've got viewers from all over the country, those of you that are watching, go on Lasagna Love. Is it .org or .com?
.org.
.org.
Okay, so go on lasagnalove.org. And if you can give a little of your time, or either financially or physically, I think it's just a great thing. And I think, as Megan is saying, it's not just for somebody who's financially needy, but it encompasses all kinds of different situations, which is great. Megan, we got about 2 minutes left. Now, since you were nice enough to come on with us, let's give you a little plug. And you're a realtor. And who do you work for?
I work for Live Realty.
That's it? That's all you're going to tell us is who you work for?
I do. I work for Live Realty. I'm based in Middleton, Mass, but I serve the North Shore area. So it's a great brokerage to belong to. Growing, really amazing family-like atmosphere. Great group of women and men serving the Massachusetts and New Hampshire area. So.
Very good.
Real estate market is still red hot.
It's red hot. We just need some people to move down to Florida with you, Tom, so they can start selling up here.
You guys, I've got to tell you something. I cannot tell you what the price of real estate down here, what's happened. And I'm saying, listen, we're in a condo, but point being is that, and Mikey, this is amazing. Houses that they were asking $2, $3, $4 million for 8 months ago are going for $6 and $7 million now.
It's insane. But
it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
You know something? I think in the middle of next month when the Federal Reserve meets, we were talking, you and I, about the rates going up, and we were looking for a 25 basis point rise. I got news for you, man. They're going to meet, the Federal Reserve is going to raise it 50 basis points. And that's a big, big jump. And they'll raise it twice more this year. So, something, you're going to be up at least 100 basis points. That's going to slow down. I think, Megan, you'll agree with me. Won't that affect houses being sold with the interest rates going up? People can't qualify for mortgages?
It'll affect the buyers out there. But kind of what we're seeing now is, as there's talk of interest rates going up, buyers are, it's increasing even more.
Right.
But sellers get a little bit nervous because they're not sure where they're going to go once they get into that buyer's market as well. But
Tommy, where are you going after Palm Beach? You're going to nursing home?
Yeah, pretty much. Listen, we have another minute. Your website address one more time.
It's lasagnalove.org.
And if you can make a contribution, go right on, make a contribution or volunteer. Megan, thanks so much for taking the time to join us.
Thank you.
Nothing but the best.
Thank you.
Take care. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We come back. Mike, I have another sports question to ask you guys. This has been prying on my mind. We'll be right back.
I can't wait.
Mike, Tom, and I love to go to Salisbury Beach, but we love different things and we can never agree. Tom likes the casual family-style dining with great Italian cuisine, Capri Seaside Italian Grill. Me, I love the elegant romantic vibe, Sea Glass with the amazing view and terrific menu with prices that'll make it the place you want to visit every week. Mike loves a drink in his hand and a cool ocean breeze right off the surf, and the rhythms of an even cooler reggae band. We all know Mike loves Bob Marley tunes at Surfside. Who doesn't love a great show? National acts, comedy, regional favorites in the beautiful and intimate Blue Ocean Music Hall. Lucky for us, Atlantic Hospitality is the host of all these great places, and they treat everyone like they're Mike Lamazzo. And best of all, we never have to choose. Park the car once and all of this fun is right at your fingertips. We can have it all in the heart of Salisbury Beach. Find out about all the ways you can have a great night at Salisbury Beach at northshorepavilion.com. And Mike, Tom, and I will see you there.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
Hi, this is Mike, and I would like to tell you about the Deborah Care Law Offices, a firm that is focused on estate planning, probate, trust administration, and elder law issues. You will feel comfortable discussing important issues concerning both you and your loved ones, as well as having the information you need to make an informed decision about your family's future. How do I know? Because I'm a client of Dan Deborah Care. If you want to have peace of mind knowing that your loved ones are protected, call Deborah Care Law Offices today. In Massachusetts, 978-686-4645. In New Hampshire, 603-894-4141.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
This is Cindy,
and Mike Kunstler,
owners of Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts,
the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
In addition to spectacular views overlooking our golf course, we have an incredible Italian chef, Benny Curti.
Benny was born and raised in Italy and came to be our executive chef in 2013.
Benny is so passionate about cooking. If you haven't experienced the food at Grazie Italian Restaurant, you're truly in for a treat.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club.
Okay, we are back. So, Mikey.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl halftime show. I want to get your take on what you think this is going to be like.
Well, you know something? It's going to be high energy, I'll tell you that. Is it my kind of music? No. I mean, I'm being truthful. But you know something, Tom? You have to, as you age, you got to change, and you got to broaden your horizons. And that's what Mikey's doing. I'm accepting.
Do you even know who this? Do you know who's performing?
Yeah.
Who?
Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre or Drew, whatever his name.
Dre.
Dr. D.R.E.
Dr. Dre.
And we got Kamasigama.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoopy Dogg. Or
Snooky Duke.
Yeah. I like him. I find him interesting.
I'm going to make a prediction. You guys ready for Tommy's prediction?
Let's go.
Oh, boy.
All right. Excuse me. My prediction is that somebody during the halftime show is going to do something shocking to the country.
Be careful before the FBI comes knocking at your door.
No, I'm not saying violence. I'm saying something like, I don't know,
controversial.
Maybe pulling their pants. Something
that's
ridiculous.
nothing. That's nothing.
Something dumb. That they think is funny. That's not going to be funny. That's my prediction.
Well, you know something. You've got how many people are going to watch that game throughout the world? You talk about a stage. I was watching what they're doing for security, Tom. It's unbelievable. I can't even imagine how much money is being spent. But I also understand how much money is coming into L.A. So, but being close to the airport, being close to the water, I mean, there's a lot of variables that they have to watch out for.
Yeah.
So, you know something? Whatever the halftime thing is, Tom, that's okay. I get up, I go tinkle. I'm fine. I have no problem with it whatsoever. And people like the rap music. I don't quite get as much pleasure out of it as, say, somebody like Chrissy.
You don't get any pleasure out of it. Who are you kidding?
You don't know that to be true.
Okay, so name your, other than Snoop and Dr. Dre, who else do you like in the rap world?
In the rap world?
Yeah, who else do you like?
I think those three kind of make it for me. They're probably the best in the business.
All right,
That's why they're being in the Super Bowl.
Who's the next three that you like?
I'm sorry?
Who are the next three, next two, other than those three that you like?
Chrissy, what do I like? Who?
Tupac. I'm trying to whisper it to him in the background. That's not.
No.
Mikey told me earlier he's a big fan of Tupac.
Now, you like Tupac. Have you seen him in concert recently, Mike?
Gisachu Tupac. Is that it? Tupac?
Yeah.
You'd have to be in a special location.
I'm Australian. So
Who is
Mike-
it? Who is he?
Have you seen Tupac recently, like on TV or in concert?
If I did, Tupac is dead, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
So you guys are trying to set me up.
I wasn't.
You're supposed to be my sidekicks.
I was giving reputable information.
Yeah.
Don't turn on me.
It's all about Tupac.
Tupac.
Mikey, what about Eminem?
Oh, they're great. I like them with the almonds. Mega delicious. I could eat a bag of those freaking things that like candy. Bing, ping, 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 and they are candy.
Very good point. Very good point. All right, I got a question for you guys. Two greatest football players of all time, Mikey. Who's the two greatest football players of all time, in your opinion? I heard another discussion. I want to get your opinion on the four sports. Who do we got?
I think, and I've had my difference of opinions with Brady, but I think he's got to be up there, Tom. His accomplishments are incredible. I also like Joe Montana.
Only two. Only two.
I'll go with Brady, and I'll go with Jim Brown.
That's a good choice. David.
Jim Brown's a good choice. Well, I'll go with Brady, and I always loved, even though he played on terrible teams, Barry Sanders. I love watching him.
Okay.
He was just
that's good.
One of
That's
a kind.
good. I go with Brady and Lawrence Taylor.
Ooh, there you go, LT.
You know something? I'm glad you're picking a defensive man.
I go Brady and Lawrence Taylor. What about baseball, Mikey? What do you got?
No one
Well,
asked
I
me
think
to
you got to
chime in.
I think you have to put Babe Ruth in there. Absolutely.
I agree. Yep.
Jesus, that's a tough one, boy.
The second one is tough. Yeah, go throw a name out, Mike.
Rico Petrocelli.
Rico.
Willie Mays.
Excellent choice. And guess what, Mikey? Those are my two choices.
Excellent.
No. Those were your choices?
Babe Ruth and Willie Mays. Absolutely. Willie Mays
why
is,
Willie?
Is the greatest all-around player that ever lived. 5'2" player, hands down. Totally agree. David?
No Mickey Mantle, Tom?
Mickey Mantle is not in the top.
Not in the top. He's in the top 10.
He was, well.
He's probably 8th, 9th, 10th, or 11th.
Yeah.
Really?
And I know Steve Lane is listening. He's probably like crapping right now. But Mickey Mantle is a great player. He's in the top 10. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
Who do you got, David?
In an effort to be different, I'm going to say Lou Gehrig was a fantastic
Ruth and
player.
Gehrig. That's a good choice.
You know, when you think about it, though, we have the Cy Young Award.
Nick,
Don't
no
you
way,
have to
DiMaggio. Come on, Nick. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Cy Young.
What about him?
I'm saying we have the Cy Young Award, which is a huge accomplishment. Cy Young, I mean, Jesus, he was a hell of a baseball player. Yeah. I don't think he's in the top 2, but I mean, he's in consideration, I would think.
It's all opinion. I'm going to go Lou Gehrig and just go out and be wacky and pick a picture. Nolan Ryan. The extension of that career into what did he pitch till it was like 70?
Pitch to his old.
Through the
what about hockey, Mike?
Through the magic of medicine.
Hockey, I have no opinion, Tommy.
No one cares what I think.
Hockey, I have zero.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. See, Chrissy, I mean, I didn't even know that you knew what
No,
baseball was.
I had my football one lined up, but you already moved on. But I'm like, what? No one's going to talk about my favorite of all time is
Go ahead. I'm sorry. My apologies. Who do you got?
Like John Gauchner, however you pronounce his name.
And what sport is that?
It's baseball.
John Goshen.
Yeah, he had a batting average of .187.
0.187, a batting average.
How much is that card worth?
.187.
That card's a keeper, Tom.
Yep.
Well,
Tommy, you got to get that card.
Now, a PSA 10 in a John Goshen card is worth at least 11 cents. Great pick.
PSA
and
10,
who else do you have?
That would
Chrissy?
be more than that.
That's it. I just like him.
John Goshen.
I like the underdog.
Where the hell did you get that?
Mikey, wait a minute. You don't hate hockey, Mike. You got to pick two.
I don't know anybody. I don't
Bill
care. I don't
Nicholson.
like it. I don't watch it.
Yeah.
I could care less.
I'm going to go with Esposito. Phil Esposito was dominant player during his time.
Wow.
For sure.
Bobby Orr?
Yeah, I love Orr, Gretzky. I mean, those are all great
Yeah,
players.
I go Gretzky Orr. 1-2.
Gretzky Orr. Okay, that's good. That's easy. I could do. Esposito was so good. Yeah, second one's hard to pick two. I mean,
The second one is the toughest.
Second one is the toughest. I mean, you could pick 10 or 12.
It's Bill Mickelson. Why isn't it going to be?
Well, I see. Phil
even a hockey
Mickelson,
player?
he handled the stick, honey, but it's called a golf club and not a
No,
hockey stick.
he had a plus-minus rating of -82.
Do you even know what that means?
No, I'm reading on the internet.
She has access to the internet, which makes everybody dangerous.
Yeah.
Who's your second pick, David?
I will do Orr. God, they're both on the same team. It's so hard to pick.
Esposito Orr?
I'll do Esposito Gretzky because Gretzky was ridiculous.
Even I know Gretzky, though, just for the record.
That's good.
All right, Mikey, this is right up your boat, as you say.
Oh.
Two greatest basketball players of all time.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Michael Jordan.
Wow.
Not bad pick.
Yeah, I'll go Jordan, and I'll do the Homer thing. I'm going to say Bird because he was so great.
Can't go wrong.
He's got.
I go Jordan and Russell.
Nice
combo.
Yeah,
nice.
I go. Who do you go? Who do you like, Chrissy?
I mean, Jordan's obvious. I mean, I'm a big fan of Shaq. He's a big guy.
Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaq is
I
probably.
love Shazam.
I would put Shaq in the top 10.
And he was a good actor, too.
Yeah.
You know, I went to see him the last couple of games when he was playing for the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
What a big mother.
He's a large human.
Holy Jesus. He takes like 4 steps. He goes the whole court.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he got tired.
But when he hit the boards, oh, my freaking head.
So Mikey, what kind of money are these teams? You're a financial guy. What kind of money are these two teams going to make after the because of the Super Bowl?
The Rams, because they're going to win, will get $175,000, and the loser will get $75,000. But you got to remember, a team like Cincinnati, there was a wild card, division, and conference. All in all, they're going to end up probably making about $280,000 to $300,000.
They don't make that much, though.
Think about this. Think about what that means for these, these rookies and these guys that are just hanging on by the, by a thread. That are on the team. Fourth string tackles and things like that. That's a pretty nice payday for them.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. The Super Bowl. There's so much interest, Tommy. I think there's like 31 million people that have some skin in the game already. 31 million.
Yeah, I'm not a betting guy.
I know, but when you have some money in the game, like I said, I'd probably, if I had to lay a parlay, I'd probably go with the Rams given 4.5 and take it against the over. I think.
Okay. I'll explain that. I don't even know what that means.
The Rams have got to win by, call it 5 points.
That I know. But what do you mean parlay it with the over under?
It's a.
I know what a parlay is, but how do you do that?
That's how you write the bet.
In other words,
if the Rams win and you got that money, you made profit. That money
carry it over to the next bet.
Carry it over. Like your father, when he used to go to Rockingham Park, he used to play the birdcage, the trifecta, which was picking 3 horses in the order that they came in. So there's all kinds of different odd things. And I'll tell you, the Super Bowl, usually the games are boring. Usually. I'm hoping this plays up to expectations. And don't forget, if you are having a group over the house, try the Butcher Boy. Their platters tea, They have platters for everybody. I mean, between cold cuts, imported cold cuts, you name it, cheese platters. You don't have to do any work. You go by, you pick it up, and you bring it home. And that's the Butcher Boy. And like I said, you got 15 people, no problem. They'll create it.
Will they make up like an antipasto plate for you?
Absolutely. That's their specialty.
Wow.
You should see it. You should see it. You get an antipasto for 10 people, it's amazing what's in it. I mean, it saves you a lot of time. People love it. Everything's cut nice and fresh. And if you have any questions, just go to butcherboymarket.com. That's their webpage. And they have all the breakdown of what's available for the Super Bowl and any other functions you're going to have.
Chrissy, what do we have for time?
One-time shop.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh, good. We got plenty of time. So here's what we're going with. We're going with Anthony's coal-fired wings.
Yep.
Anna, my sister, is going to make up a beautiful Italian antipasto.
Okay.
What else? Pizza? Not pizza. She wants the chicken things without the bone in them. Chicken tenders. And believe it or not,
that takes away all the fun, though.
No, yeah, I think we're just going to do some really good quality Allura pizza, which is outstanding here, and maybe some calzones, things like that.
You found a pizza place that's good in Florida?
Yeah, there's a couple. We found actually 3. Very good. Excellent. Yeah, one of them, the guys from the North End, this is a real quick funny story. Joe Marino is a friend of this guy's, and Joe mentioned to him that Rico and I were partners. So the name of the guy, he's from the North End. The name of his business is County Line Pizza, right up in Jupiter. Fabulous pizza, fabulous food. So Rico and Elsie happened to be over here for the weekend. We decided to go out there for dinner. Joe tipped the guy off that Rico was coming with us. This is hysterical. We walk into the place. The place is jammed. And I said to the guy, look, I know you're a North Ender. Rico would love to meet you, blah, 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 blah. He sits us in the best table in the place. The owner comes out, has some pictures taken with Rico, blah, 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 blah. Now, there's a bar, right? There's a bar in the restaurant. Probably, I don't know, 25, 30 seats, right? Jammed. So the owner says, I got to tell you, the word got out. These guys are all from Boston.
And they remembered Rico.
Rico, of course. Rico gets up. They're having pictures taken. He's laughing with them. It was absolutely hysterical. Place was packed, all Boston people.
He's a wonderful man.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's great. And I'm glad he and Elsie are better, although they may have caught COVID from somebody we know. I'm not sure who that was, but could have been.
I didn't realize they were sick too.
Yeah, they're fine. They're fine.
Okay.
They're fine. Are we done? Is that a wrap, David? Chrissy?
You got a couple more minutes.
Oh, all right, good. Because there was one other thing, Mikey.
You going for pizza?
Oh, yeah.
You think pizza is the number one food in the United States?
Pizza?
Yeah. Do you think?
I think it's a toss-up between pizza and hot dogs.
Really?
What do you think?
I say pizza. I'm
a big pizza guy,
Chrissy,
man.
let's get it official. Let's get it from the Aussie.
Oh.
What is it?
If it's
kangaroo.
Where I come from? No. If it's takeout, yeah, I think I'd go pizza.
Do they have pizza in Australia?
Yes.
Where the hell do you think she is?
No, I was trying to come up with a clever answer, but I just
asking the question. We don't know what goes on.
It's shaped like a boomerang, though. It's a whole thing. It's awkward.
Isn't the shark from there? Greg Norman?
Yes.
Norman, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he just recently moved he was right down the road here. He just recently moved to Arizona.
I heard he's a great guy with good morals.
There's a lot of people moving to Arizona, I've noticed.
Yeah, I love the ocean.
It's just
beautiful, beautiful beachfront property.
You know something? Don't knock it. There's certain beauty in 3 shades of brown. There really is. You just got to look for it. You got to have the right perspective, David. And then when you see a cactus flower, you jam on the brakes, people hit you in the back. It's wonderful. I mean,
and the heat, it's a dry heat.
You know something? I got news for you. Your oven's a dry heat, too. You heat your oven at 110 degrees, and you stick your head in there for 15 minutes.
And you're
Give
good.
me a call.
And you're good. Mikey, that's the smartest thing you've said today. I totally agree with you.
1 minute, gentlemen. Let's wrap it up.
All right. Listen, Mikey, enjoy the Super Bowl. Chrissy, enjoy the Super Bowl. And that's the football game that's going to be on Sunday.
Not soccer.
David, enjoy the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
To our viewers and listeners, again, we thank you so much for your support. Join us on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube page, Facebook Live. You can listen to us on iHeartRadio, Alexa. See, when I say her name, then she comes on next to me.
Yeah,
I got to be careful.
You
Listen,
can listen to us
I
everywhere
appreciate you
listen
taking
to
up the
podcasts.
last 2 minutes,
Right.
so I can't say
everywhere,
nothing.
everywhere you can find a podcast, we're on.
That's
right?
it.
Is that the way to say it?
Yep.
And to
Anywhere
all,
you listen
and
to
to all you ladies out there, have a wonderful, wonderful, Chrissy, have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Enjoy.
Aw, thanks.
Because
And
you guys
remember,
deserve
if
it.
you can't make fun of yourself, please don't make fun of anyone. Have a great week.
Take care.
Audio Jungle.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.